Let me tell you something about how reviewers like IGN, GameStop, and a bunch of other companies have sucked. The reason why is because when they review old games, old classics, including Duke Nukem, they say that Duke Nukem 3D is the best game ever, and that they have been waiting for the last couple of years of Duke Nukem Forever to ever happen. What they don't know is that it has never been released, and right now a lot of people are pretty much complaining about a game. And there was a game back in the year of 2002. Back in 2002, actually, where Duke Nukem himself actually got a lot of other new games and such. There was one of them that was played only on the PC. It never got released anywhere near the consoles. The Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and the Nintendo GameCube at the time. But what happened was that the game itself got a lot of good scores. The reason why? It was trying to go back to the old Duke Nukem games. However, this one, on the other hand, has gotten ported this year. And unfortunately, a lot of idiots are saying that the game sucks. It doesn't. And you know which one of that is? Let me just turn the camera for a minute. Notice it's a little bit zoomed in. Fixing the camera. Right, sorry. My collection of video games. Beautiful, isn't it? Turtles in Time RS. I got that for, I don't know, a big buck. Explosion Man, Bionic Commando Rearmed. A lot of good deals. But today we're going to be concentrating on Duke Nukem. I'm going to be playing the demo of it. I am not going to do a review of it, but I'm going to prove to people it doesn't suck. Now, about this game. This is one of the better games out there, one of the better ports per se, that has been done by the old company of 3D Realms. The guys who are trying to do Duke Nukem Forever, but Spunky's unfortunately has told us that they will never release the game, as far as I've heard from the past. If they ever do, then thank God they're going to be doing some smart, but I have no clue right now. Now, here is the Nukem Matthattan project. The game doesn't look as bad per se, and as far as I know at this point, trying to fix it, doesn't look that bad for a Duke Nukem game. Reason why? Because it goes back to the old Duke Nukem series. It looks beautiful. Let's begin. Let's pick on the media choice. Now I'm going to read what it says on the screen. There are worms in the Big Apple. Radioactive brain glop has flooded the city's water supply, turning every sewer-dwelling creature it touches into a man-hunting mutant. This was no accident. It's the work of Morphitz, a brilliant mastermind gone bad. But when things go bad in the city that never sleeps, there's one man who counted on taking out the trash. Duke Nukem. Hail to the king, baby, because we're gonna kick ass and chew bubble gum again. And I'm not all out of gum, because it's time to kick ass. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And by the way, this is actually a console port. My apologies if I'm actually filming it on a regular camera on my laptop, but I want to prove something here. This game does not suck. It is a damn good game, and to me, it proves to me that this is pretty much what the Duke Nukem fans should get out of it. This was released in 2002 for the PC, by the way. Okay. Yeah. And he's killing a lot of pigs this time around.
Don't get your panties all in a bunch.
And yes, that is actually the guy who voices Big, John St. John. Now here's a little secret. Notice the little sprite right there? That's the original Duke Nukem sprite. The very first ones that appeared in the 2 classics. This is what this game is based off of. He said something right there. Sorry if I'm absolutely interrupting with this game, but I want to show you something. This is not as difficult as it looks. I'm going to show you something even more classic. I just wanted to see if that actually works. Let's begin with what the game is trying to be. I just picked up a nuke. Now, a lot of people are saying this is not like Duke Nukem 3D. And it's not trying to be. The reason why, it's a combination of 2 things. One, it is a combination of the classic original Duke Nukem games, the 2 ones that absolutely appeared years ago when Apogee actually had the creation to absolutely make the games. Keep that in mind that Apogee originally created these games, you know, to be a little bit different than what Doom was doing at the time for the PC consoles. And yes, I have absolutely learned a lot of things from the past and such. I'm not doing bad so far. But I want to show you something even more. Here's one thing that I really don't get about gamers. That is, you know, how the hell could this game actually suck when it's actually a PC port of the original game itself? Do people forget that PC ports are not always the same as, like, oh, I don't know, the Earthworm Jim game that came out this year? The special edition? Did they wanted to see the new graphics and such? Trust me. The new Earthworm Jim that came out this year is nowhere near as good as the special edition version that came out on the Sega CD and also on the Sega, the PC version. This is as good as it gets. You know, welcome to the year of 2002, by the way. A year in which graphics don't count and that gameplay is very, very vital. I have no idea why people can do this. Oh yeah, because they're pretty much trying to think of, you know, new graphics are supposed to take in the new worlds, just like in that Halo game and such. My god, man, people need to think a little bit better. Now let's kick the pig. Oh yes, and how did I do that? Press the right trigger. It's not that hard. This is the demo, by the way. I don't want to show you the entire game because I haven't played it. And yes, he actually uses lines from Scarface and such. But it still is kick-ass because here's the funny story. The game is still actually damn good. And this is so damn easy. I mean, look at this. I'm not absolutely dying per se, but I will die in this video sooner or later. That's why, because the game does get very difficult. This is not actually bad per se, because it's going back to the first 2 original Duke Nukems that came years ago. Why do I say that? Because a lot of people tend to forget what the original Duke Nukem games did originally. So now we got the double damage thing. That's the very first indication that this game is not broken per se. And right there, that was just a camera. He even describes the enemies. He's not actually that stupid here. Me too, brother.
Rest in pieces.
And he just exploded out of thin air. Good freaking what? Because this was made in 2002. At a time when games were absolutely godly and that graphics did not count.